All right, so just real quick here. Now you're going to add in the number 5 thrust. And the number 5 thrust is kind of like what we were doing yesterday with Grandmaster Remy's pattern, where you power block down and come back up with this shot here. Okay? So you're going to go through, you get into this sequence here now. We come in, you know, we're in here like this, step back, come back in, come to here, thrust, 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 up, he comes down, now I gotta come in, here, okay? You go through and we do this. I pass this over, and when I get to here, I can thrust low. He comes down, he comes back up. Here, back up. Here, back up. Okay? Then I'm right back into this sequence again. You see what I mean? So when you cross, when your sticks cross like this, okay, on his high backhand, I can, Junio, I can pull out, I can thrust low. And I'm right back into that sequence. So you can add in now the thrust to it as well. You see what I'm saying? Alright? And then you get back out of it, and once we get back into the signals to the wall range, we're back out here in this range. I can enter in here. I can enter in here. Either position I can go into to come in at. You see what I'm saying? So you can take the drill and you can start taking different segments of it and start mixing them up, as long as you stay within certain parameters. The parameters being, remember, 1, at this stage you're helping the person to learn to release and counterattack. As the feeder, you're learning to feed, to change things up, and you should go seamlessly from one to the next, always trying to be ahead of your partner. Okay? And that's the goal. You're learning to feed. Now, with what we did yesterday with Grandmaster Remy's pattern, in the right-to-right tabby drills, you were doing the same thing, but there you fed randomly. And so the person always had to come back with a 1 and a 2, but you could feed low shots, you could feed thrusts, you could feed overheads, all this other stuff. And with this pattern, with Grandmaster Ernesto's freestyle pattern, you're a little bit more confined. It's a little bit more put into a box that's easier to kind of teach and to learn from. But once you start doing that, you can then add in disarming and central and
there you go. Good.
Probably get tired when you get your fingers.
No, you're fine.
And we're in here fairly close when we're doing this. I bring this up. We're in, right? All of a sudden, disarming made sense. We learned disarming from this distance. You know? He steps in, he strikes, I block, and I go here, and I try and take this on out. Well, I'm not gonna, if I'm at long range and this guy's swinging for the hills, I'm not going to be able to block that and grab it. But that's how we're taught to do it. And I believe that what you're doing is you got it like you start off in karate, you know, where you're back here like this, and then all of a sudden you step in to do your 1 steps, and you got this big wind up. That's for the person to learn how to recognize, I'm coming in with a punch, defend. But then, when you start sparring, everything happens in much closer, right? So I think this is my opinion, this is what's going on. So when we're in close, okay, We're doing this down here, and I get to here, and I come in, and I come back, and I block. I can't see. That's when I can go for these kind of disarms things. You know, that we're in here, and we come in, and I sit here, and I feed out like this, and he goes and he blocks, and I come up, and I can take this out, and we get to here, and I can come up to feed here. Well, then I got my vine disc on. Or I got our plastic number 1. When he's feeding in like this, it isn't going to be as fast of a shot as if he's back here swinging for the hills. When we're in close, it's this. The tip of the stick is moving fast, but my hand only travels so fast, right? We're used to punches coming at us. So we can handle the blocks. We can then get our disarms in things. And what I'll say about that is you got to be careful when you're doing the disarming and things, is that you always watch out for the other hand. That's the next thing. You got to be careful of where this other hand's coming, or potentially coming, so you don't stand right here. You understand what I mean? If you notice that when he comes back, he's fed in here, and I go in here like this. See, I stay right here. But if I block this like here and I move to here to get this shot, oh, now he doesn't get it. You see what I mean? And this makes more sense that I'm out here like this. Now I can pop this out and go and get him. Because I've used body shifting and remove footwork, which we don't get when we just stand here in front. But you got to start somewhere. And this is how we were taught the patterns. But when you start taking the principles and you start applying, the principles of stick fighting and things like that to the patterns, and you kind of start thinking on things, you'll see that you'll start coming up with it looks different. It looks messy. It doesn't look like a good demo pattern anymore. So when we're in here like this, there's some particular counters in here. The one where I'm coming off of here and you go to push is the defender. From here, if you push my hand back in towards me, you knock it off and trap. Okay? So when we're in here like this, I go to come in like that. You shove down to take it out, and then you hit. Oh, don't even remove your hands. Oh. Trap it. There you go. Okay? Okay. So when I go to come in, you keep that hand up, right? As I go to come in, that's it, right there. And this is one of the reasons why I take my hand off. You go to hit here like this, okay? So that's where I gotta keep forward pressure, so now it's a fight. Yeah. If I just come in just like this, and just come in like that, see, that's what happens.
So it's going to be kind of hard to get that if say, for example, I come forward.
Right, like that. Yes, absolutely.
That one's not going to. Right. That's only if it's like a week.
Right. Because oftentimes you'll see people do this. I mean, oftentimes, I see this all the time. Okay? And they just come in and they play with this like, I'm just feeding this in here like here.
So you can just.
And that's what I'm saying, yeah. So if the as the person feeds, and they come in with something and it's kind of wimpy, yeah, shove in deep right there to take it out. Okay? To force them to start going harder, to come in deep. See, when you come in deep like that, that's a different story.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to get that. Okay? Because you're in perfect position to take mine away.
Right. Take it here.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. So, all right. So, as you come in, as I come in here, and you parry that over, and you get this like here, right? So from right here, then, as you go to pin this down, rotate this up and in, like here.
Let's see. Okay. I wasn't bringing it up high enough.
All right. From right here, you got this pin.
Come in.
There you go.
So you got to kind of really swing it up to get it.
Yeah. So I got to come in like that. There you go. Yeah. Excellent. And this isn't to go to jail or anything. You're just,
no, it's just tied
you keep
up.
The pressure in there, and that keeps me tied up. I got to come in. There you go. Yes.
Shot here to the throat. That'll work. That'll work.